Maybe you're hurting right now. No one knows because you've learned how to hide it too well. Every day you smile, you work, you pretend everything's fine. But when the night comes, it's just you and that emptiness inside. No one calls, no one asks, no one knows how hard you're trying not to fall apart. Have you ever wondered why life has to be this hard? Why do good people seem to suffer the most? Why are the quiet ones, the kind ones, always left behind? Maybe it's because you weren't meant to be pitied. You were meant to become unbreakable. Every wound you hide, every time you choose silence instead of complaint, you're laying one more brick in the foundation of your strength. Others don't see it, but in that darkness, you're building a power they will never understand. Today, I want to talk about that, about the pain you've been hiding, and why that pain will become the greatest silent strength of your life. Everyone carries a wound inside. Some hide it behind a smile. Some cover it with work, with busyness, with a mask of strength. But very few have the courage to sit with their pain, to face it, to look straight into it without running away. And that's what separates the weak from the strong. When you stop avoiding your pain, you'll realize it's not your enemy. It's a test, not sent to destroy you, but to forge you into someone better. Every time you endure a little more, you're not just surviving another wave of pain. You're expanding your limits. You're strengthening your capacity to handle life. Just like muscles grow by tearing apart, your soul becomes stronger every time it breaks and heals again. No one sees what you've been through. They only see you still standing, calm, collected, and silent. They don't know that behind that steady gaze are countless sleepless nights, countless moments when you almost gave up. But you didn't. You stayed silent. You kept going. You believed that somehow it would all make sense. And in those unseen moments, your real strength was being built. You're not weak because you feel pain. You're strong because you keep going despite it. Pain doesn't break you. It teaches you how to rise. Pain isn't proof of failure. It's proof that you're alive, still fighting, still trying to become someone stronger than the person you were yesterday. Something strange happens when you stop running away. The pain is still there, but it no longer controls you. You start to notice that every time you endure, you're learning how to stay calm. Every time you fall, you're learning how to rise on your own. And little by little, you realize that your strength doesn't come from not feeling pain, but from moving forward even when it hurts. Pain forces you to listen to yourself. It teaches you to slow down, to breathe, to focus on what truly matters. It teaches you that there are no shortcuts to real strength. Everything lasting is built in silence, day by day, hour by hour. And one day, you'll look back and realize the person staring back at you in the mirror isn't the same weak one from before. You've changed, not because life got easier, but because you got stronger. You start using your pain as fuel. You work when you're tired. You learn when you're bored. You keep going even when no one believes in you. You no longer need motivation because pain itself has become your silent fire. It doesn't scream. It doesn't burn wildly, but it never goes out. And that fire will take you further than anyone who only talks, but never endures. Everyone wants to be seen, to be heard, to be recognized, but you don't need that anymore. You've learned that real strength doesn't need to be shown. The weak make noise to prove their worth. The strong act and let their results speak. You don't need to announce your growth. You let people feel it through your calmness, your consistency, your quiet refusal to react the way you once did. When others panic, you stay composed. When everything falls apart, you no longer complain or blame. You just breathe and continue doing what must be done. Because you know, the world doesn't care how tired you are. It only responds to whether or not you stand back up. And you do. Every single time. Not to prove something, but because you've come too far to return to the weaker version of yourself. Silence is when you learn not to react to everything. It's when you realize not every battle deserves your energy. It's when you stop needing to prove your worth, because you already know who you are and who you're becoming. In a world that never stops shouting, silence becomes the loudest voice of all, because truly strong people, they don't need to shout to be heard. They just move, and the world listens. Look back at who you used to be, the one who was scared, the one who felt alone, the one who tried to scream just to be heard. But now, you don't need that anymore. You've learned to listen to yourself. You've learned to stand tall without applause. And you've realized that sometimes, silence is where you finally find who you truly are. Life never promised to be easy, but it's always fair to those who refuse to give up. Every pain has its purpose. Every moment of endurance prepares you for something greater. You don't have to be strong all the time. You just have to keep going. Because only those who dare to stay with their pain become the ones strong enough to rise above it, with a calmer mind and a brighter soul. One day, people will look at you and ask, "How did you become so strong?" And you'll just smile. Because they'll never know that your strength didn't come from victory. It came from all the nights you didn't give up when no one was watching. Remember this, true power doesn't need noise. It grows in silence, in the quiet moments of pain you dared to face and overcome. The pain you hide is the power you build.
When I wrote this script, I kept thinking about that feeling so many of us have, wanting to give up, yet somehow still standing up one more time. I don't want this video to be just another motivational speech. I want it to feel like a mirror, a place where you can look and see yourself in those quiet, painful nights you have survived. I used to be afraid too, afraid of being hurt, afraid of failing, afraid of being alone. But it was in those darkest moments, when no one was there, that I learned how to stand on my own. And maybe that's the true power of silence. If you are listening to this right now, I want you to know your pain is not meaningless. It doesn't define who you are, but it is quietly shaping who you are becoming. Don't rush to be understood. Just keep walking quietly, steadily. One day, when you look back, you'll realize everything had a reason. Thank you for being here. If you saw yourself somewhere in this video, leave a comment. Just one word, still here. That is how we will recognize others, the ones who are still standing in silence.